All right, so let's talk about one of the craziest stories in crypto right now, Ripple. Ripple has been on a tear. It's one of the best performing crypto assets this year, beating Gary Gensler's multi-year lawsuit, launching a new stablecoin, influencing US politics with multi-million-dollar donations, and even rolling out new investment products.
Send us 500 XRP and we'll send you double back. Congratulations, XRP holders.
And if you've never heard of Ripple or how it works, I want to explain it. So Ripple is the technology company created to solve a very big problem with money. And that's because today traditional banking systems rely on a web of banks with high fees and long processing times for international payments. So in 2012, along comes a company called Ripple to solve this problem by using something called the RippleNet network, which allows banks and financial institutions to settle payments almost instantly with very little fees using the native cryptocurrency XRP. Now, it can get super confusing with all the words, so here's a cheat sheet for you. It'll be really important for later in the video. There's Ripple, RippleNet, and XRP, which are interconnected but separate entities, and each one serves a unique purpose within this Ripple ecosystem. So Ripple is the company behind everything. RippleNet is the network facilitating the transactions, and XRP is the cryptocurrency that powers liquidity and settlements within this ecosystem. And so far, there have been several billion transactions on this network. And XRP, which is what I bought way back in 2017, in fact, I have it right here on my ledger when I transferred roughly $800 worth of XRP, where it stayed at 800 for years and I just held on to it. But fast forward to today, and it's now worth whatever it's worth. And some people are speculating that the price of XRP could go up substantially even from this point onward. Now, I have no idea what's gonna happen, but I do wanna share some theories behind why it could become more valuable in the future. There's a lot of exciting news and developments, so let me explain exactly what the heck is going on and how I'm investing, so let's get into it. Hi, my name is Andrei Jikh. Hope you're doing well, come for the finance, and stay for XRP. Now, earlier this year, Ripple won the lawsuit against the SEC when a judge ruled that XRP sales to ordinary retail investors didn't constitute securities transactions. Now, this ruling gave Ripple and XRP a very much needed clarity that has since allowed the company to move forward with their ambitious plans. And one of those plans is the launch of something called RippleUSD, ticker RLUSD, on December 4th, 2024. That would be today. RLUSD is a stablecoin tied to the US dollar and fully backed by reserves 1-to-1. Now, unlike most stablecoins, which have also had a lot of really angry regulators for the lack of transparency, RLUSD is expected to be one of the most regulated stablecoins in the market, and that's because Ripple is working with the New York Department of Financial Services, or NYDFS, which is one of the toughest departments on crypto, and that's to make sure that they are compliant, giving RLUSD a level of credibility that could attract some big-time investors. And one of the questions you might have is, well, why would Ripple even need a stablecoin when XRP already exists? And the answer is stability. While XRP is really good at fast, low-cost, country-to-country payments, a stablecoin like RLUSD could give stability and value, making it more ideal for day-to-day transactions and settlements. Now, this move actually puts Ripple in direct competition with stablecoins like Tether and USD Coin or USDC. Except Ripple has a huge advantage over all of them: regulatory oversight. That's because right now, governments worldwide are cracking down on unregulated stablecoins because banks and countries don't want competition from the free market. They want some kind of a control. And RLUSD's compliance with NYDFS standards could make it a more attractive option for these banks and businesses looking to adopt stablecoins without the regulatory headaches from their governments. So if you're a bank, you've got two options. One is to use a regulated stablecoin, and the other option, to use one that isn't. Most banks will go with option number one. So this launch is not just a product release. It's a strategic move to position Ripple in the center as one of the leaders in the traditional/crypto finance space. And One of the other big ways that Ripple is doing this is getting involved in politics. In fact, Ripple actually has a lot of political influence, which is a huge help when it comes to the adoption of its products. For example, the company recently made headlines for donating $25 million to Fairshake, which is a pro-crypto political action committee, or PAC. And over the past 2 years, Ripple has contributed a total of $75 million to this PAC, and that makes it one of the biggest donors in the crypto industry. And Fairshake's mission, by the way, is to elect candidates who support crypto-friendly laws and innovation. And Ripple CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, says that it's super important that the crypto industry has regulatory clarity, and if they can pull that off, they can determine how easily cryptocurrencies like XRP and stablecoins like RLUSD can integrate into the mainstream financial system. And Ripple's strategy doesn't stop at lobbying and stablecoins. One of the biggest developments is that they're trying to integrate into the traditional investment world through what are called ETFs. Remember, ETFs are those stocks or mutual funds that people put their retirement savings into. And just recently, WisdomTree, which manages over $100 billion in assets, filed what's called an S1 form with the SEC to apply for their own spot XRP ETF. Now, that's a lot of acronyms and words I just threw at you, but just remember, this is the thing that happened with Bitcoin earlier this year when it was securitized and you could buy Bitcoin on your favorite brokerage apps through ETFs like iBit, for example. And when that happened, here's what happened to Bitcoin's price. Bitcoin's price went way up, and that's because rather than having to learn how to store your own crypto and to protect it, you could just buy the ETF and let a real professional asset manager figure it out for you. And that's what people are choosing to do, and it's also one of the reasons why Bitcoin's price is close to $100,000 a coin. And WisdomTree, by the way, is not the only company that's trying to get their own spot ETF. It's also companies like Bitwise, 21 Shares, and Canary Capital who are also trying to do the same. And if BlackRock gets involved, I imagine it's pretty much guaranteed that an XRP ETF will be approved at some point in the future. So that's just some of the reasons why people think XRP could be worth more in the future, but there's a couple other reasons that I want to share with you. But I do have to warn you that from this point in the video, it's going to get very technical, so if you're gonna watch the rest of it, you're a nerd. Thank you. So here's a breakdown of how XRP could become more valuable. Number one, and this is probably the most important one, compliance with global financial standards. Right now, XRP is one of the few cryptocurrencies that aligns with something called ISO 20022. Now think of this as the language of the banks. If a technology does not speak this language, then it can't be part of the banking system. XRP speaks this language. In fact, Ripple is listed as one of the companies that is in compliance with this. And that makes RippleNet and XRP an attractive option to central banks looking to modernize their systems for the upcoming financial transition. Because by 2025, this ISO 20022 will become a mandatory standard for cross-border payments, meaning every bank will need to speak that language by 2025. And XRP could position itself as a go-to solution for banks that need a compliant, efficient, and scalable digital asset for payments. Now, to be fair though, XRP is not the only cryptocurrency that speaks this language, but it is one of the few, if not the only one, that speaks this language and works really closely with regulators on becoming compliant. And it's this ability to speak the language and compliancy that opens it up to huge opportunities like reason number 2. And that's Ripple's ODL, short for on-demand liquidity. So when countries want to send money to each other back and forth, banks need to hold a huge amount of money in foreign currency in a pre-funded account known as Nostro accounts across multiple jurisdictions. Now, this system, though, isn't very good because it ties up hundreds of billions of dollars. And if I'm a bank, I don't necessarily want all that money tied up in another country's currency because I could be putting it to more productive use, I could lend it out, and that leads to high costs and slow settlement times. XRP allows it so that there's no need for these pre-funded accounts by acting as a bridge between two fiat currencies. So the theory is, If RippleNet continues to gain adoption between banks, which is pretty much simple now that the lawsuit is over and we have pro-crypto regulators in place, and that should be easier, the demand for XRP, the cryptocurrency as a bridge currency, could increase. Ripple has already partnered with financial institutions in over 55 countries, and if the network continues to grow, XRP could become an important part of this international liquidity. And as the utility of XRP grows and more countries and banks use it, that could potentially drive up its value. And by the way, if you're ready to level up your finances, you can do so with Crypto.com's Level Up, where you can manage and grow your wealth like never before. You can now access over 350 cryptocurrencies instantly with support for more than 20 fiat currencies, and get ready for stocks and banking services coming soon. Plus, enjoy the world's most popular Crypto.com card, offering up to 8% back on spending, airport lounge access, merchant rebates, and more. And for my crypto whales, Crypto.com Prime is your gateway to elite financial management. With a minimum deposit of $1 million in crypto or fiat, you'll gain institutional grade security, a dedicated relationship manager who can help with tax services and estate disbursement, and the stunning metal Prime card. Benefit from zero-fee fiat transfers, high liquidity, a 1% deposit bonus transferring $1 million or more. It is the ultimate toolkit for building generational wealth. And if you refer a friend, you can get $2,000 in CRO plus a share of their deposit bonus. Check out the roadmap down below and explore Level Up today to see how Crypto.com is refining the way people manage crypto, stocks, banking, and now let's get back to it. Now, the third reason why the value could go up is market scarcity. Now, if there was an unlimited amount of XRP, then obviously it wouldn't matter. But demand plus scarcity equals potential banana zone, right? Price goes up. Now, right now, XRP's total supply is capped at 100 billion tokens, with Ripple holding a significant portion in escrow, which will be released gradually. And as adoption grows, the circulating supply of XRP could see more demand. Reason number 4 is Ripple's focus on real-world use cases. Because here's the thing, anyone could create a crypto and say, it's valuable because it's limited, so buy it and the price will go up. But that can only go on for so long. Because if there's no demand, and demand comes from utility, then it can't last very long. Now, unlike a lot of other cryptocurrencies that rely on this type of heavy speculative trading, XRP seems to have a clear use case. Ripple's partnerships with banks, payment providers, remittance companies, by the way, remittances is where you send money to other countries, is all a part of XRP having a foothold in real-world financial systems. Now, banks are already using XRP in production, and they allow payments and liquidity, which means its price growth is again more driven by utility, not just speculation. And Ripple's expansion into stablecoins like RLUSD shows that the company is building a real robust ecosystem where XRP and its products can work and integrate together into these bigger use cases, such as, again, remittances, trad finance, even CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. And this could all significantly enhance its adoption and utility. And because Ripple is super strategic with its $75 million donation to pro-crypto lobbying, that means they actually have a real shot of becoming one of the companies whose technology might actually be used for this. And those are just some of the reasons why the price could go up. But the truth is, it's also risky. So if you made it this far into the video, here's how I'm personally investing and what I think. So I always had a hard time making videos like this, especially about XRP, because there are so many unknown variables. And if anyone tells you that they know for sure what's gonna happen, especially on social media, I really don't think they do, unless they're very high up in central banking somewhere. But I do have my own theory behind what we're seeing. And it's just a theory, but here it is. I think cryptocurrencies, like XRP, are a way to speculate on technologies of the future. Something that not that long ago, we could not do without buying a specific stock. But let me ask you this. What stock is the simple mail transfer protocol? One of the things that makes an email possible. What stock is the hypertext transfer protocol, or HTTPS? What stock is the domain name system? What stock is the internet protocol, or IP? What stock is the Internet Message Access Protocol / POP, Post Office Protocol? You get the idea. But these are the building blocks of the internet. And none of these technologies are stocks that you can buy today. But they are the fundamental building blocks that we use every single day without even knowing what they are or how they work. So I take this analogy and I try to apply it to money. What if tokens like XRP are proxies for a stock that can't or does not exist? If these payment networks do become something that central banks will use in the future, maybe owning some small portion of it will be of some value in the future. That's kind of cool to think about. But I can't sit here and tell you that all of this will happen with 100% certainty. The truth is, I don't know because I'm not a bank. I don't hold billions of dollars. I don't have a need to transport billions of dollars to other countries instantaneously. So I don't know what the real demand is for these products because I am not the user. I'm not the end client. But I do at least know that our current system is slow, it is expensive, and it does need to be replaced with something better. I just don't know which systems are in consideration to replace it with. This could be one of them, but it could also be something like BricsPay, which originated from Project Enbridge, or some variation of the FedNow system. Who knows, there's a lot of payment rails that are being created in the world right now, not just in the crypto space, but way outside of it. And unfortunately, I'm not an insider, so I don't know. But I do think that some of these technologies could become valuable in the future. And I'd love to talk to someone like the CEO of Ripple to help explain it to me better and get his thoughts, but that's the way I think about it. I'm happy with my investment that I made way back in 2017, and maybe in the future I'll consider adding more to it if there's something I learn that I don't know about today. I'd love to know what you think about this though. Let me know down in the comments below. As always, please do your own research. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to see you back here next week. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.